David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense with jumbo personnel. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season. But it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today. But the talent, obviously, is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to pass. It's Hebert. Just a short pass to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those 2 guys able to link up.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the wideout. Sauce spot in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer
throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Hebert. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
To start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hebert. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to throw the field position with the return.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Owens. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All by himself. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution. Has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. On target to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On the snap, it's Edwards. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield. It's Hebert. That's the catch. It's Washington. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Oh, he's got some space.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Defense in press coverage. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy in the end.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Smashes through the tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Notre Dame. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
There he goes.